Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much indeed for coming. And the reason we're having this little gathering tonight is to celebrate Camela's help and devotion to Wheel of Hope. Quite frankly, without the help of Camela, Happy Home in India would not exist now, because her foundation in Holland, at a time of crisis, literally paid for 5 years' rent for the charity. And with it being nearly £2,000 a year, that was a considerable sum, and a sum that we could not afford. Now, behind the food table is a very significant painting, print of a painting, I hasten to say. It's of Caravaggio's Supper at Emmaus. And the way in which Camela raised this vast sum of money was to go to a society in the town where she lived, or near where she lived, called Emmaus, which is run by the Catholic Church. And she persuaded them to part with the money and was able to present us literally within months of this vast sum of money. And by miracle, when Pamela and I tagged on to St Wilfrid's pilgrimage to Walsingham, in the charity shop, there was that painting, that's a print of it, but that painting on canvas done by a World War II airman, a copy of the Caravaggio, and it was £25. And I said, we'll have it. Pamela, can I have the money, please? Pamela hadn't got the money. She hadn't got £25 in her pocket. So I scurried along into the cafe afterwards, where some of our fellow pilgrims from St Wilfrid's were, whom I'd never met. And I said, can I borrow £25? And they said, no. You can have £25. And we duly bought the painting, and Bishop Salt, who was conducting the pilgrimage, he blessed the painting and became a patron of the charity. And so that is very special. There's a copy of that at Camela's house and at Happy Home, and Soratia's got a copy as well. So that is somehow a special link between Camela and Happy Home and Wheel of Hope. But throughout the years, Camela has done a tremendous amount to help the charity and to help individuals within the charity. We've had a crisis with one of our particular children, Camela. She's no longer a child. She matriculated last year, but she was thrown out of her house by her grandmother. We, as a charity, had actually provided her with this house, the grandmother with the house. But the grandmother, her husband died, and she needed money, so she evicted Vinita, and she wanted her nephews to come in and pay her rent. And Suresh managed to find Vinita at a convent in Trivandrum, and we provided, through funds from Holland, home, which Camela will actually see when she goes to India this coming year. So Camela is extremely special to us, and all the friends of hers whom we met some time ago in Holland, and Camela and I went over there to meet them, and we want to give a very, very big thank you to Camela and to all of our friends in Holland. And so that is why Camela is here. She was going to come to Wheel of Hope Day, as she did last year, but circumstances were such that it was deemed better to come this weekend. And thank you so much, Camela, and thank you for all you have done.
I think, David, thank you for all the good words. I was thinking, is it about me? You know, let me explain a little bit. So I have a foundation, and there are members in. And one of the lessons years ago, I was explaining to the people, so you know, what will we do with donations or something like that? So the lesson was, maybe what we can do is give our money to our house, you know, electricity and gas and everything we have to pay. And then also the holidays, you have to do that. But then you all these things, clothes and all this, then you have over a little bit amount of money. So let's we give one tenth of that money, what is left, into a pot, and that we donate something. So there are 4 projects we support. That is a yogi in India, and bears in Holland, because bears are treated very bad. And in my family there was not a circus, but a kermis, how do you call that? But there was family who had 2 bears, and you can fight with the bears. Yeah. And it's terrible, but I was there in a little kermiswagen. Okay. And so we have 4 projects we spend money on. And you know, when I was in India and I was sitting after behind my iced coffee, Pamela and David came across.
Chatted to you about Wheel of Hope, and you visited the charity. Yes.
But you know, sometimes God is very good in our lives, and something between these 2 people and me, I heard the scream, you know, not with my head, but with my heart. So I said, okay, give me the flyer. Normally you don't do that. And I call him, and we visit you. And after that, it was running, you know. We gave some money for netting, and then we go to my house in Netherlands, and then from the Emmaus, 2 people I was coaching and training, said, okay, we have a market, and we are finding a goal. So I said, maybe you can help these 2 people. They work so hard, and they are what older, and please help me. So I do nothing. So I will thank you, I think more God than me, and I only are a medium. And so when 2 hearts are connecting together, then God is standing between. And maybe that is our case.
Wonderful.
Yes?
Thank you. Thank you. Now, I have a little job for you before you sit down.
Yeah.
You've got to stand up.
Stand up.
We've got something at Wheel of Hope that we've never had before. 2 people, William and Jack, have agreed to be youth ambassadors. And we've made little certificates for them. So can you give the camera to Joe? Brilliant. Well done, Jack. And
come, Jack. So
this is William.
Yes, of course, I understand. So William and Jack know each other a little bit better than we know. I am very proud to be the one who make you official, the junior ambassador of Wheel of Hope. And it is very nice to do that. So, William, thank you so much that you so helpful be for David and Pamela. And I wish you a lot of success, and we will see each other.
Thank you.
Yes, I hope you like it, and check. Wow, I adore you a little bit, because you take me in a trick with the cards. Also you, I'm very proud to give you this Junior Ambassador of Wheel of Hope. Okay, and then we will see each other.
Thank you very much indeed. Now, I don't suppose, unless Jack wants this, but would you like to do some magic before we tuck into food? Brilliant. Okay. Excellent. Do you don't need to take. Right. So I'll get out of the way. I'll give that to Mum.